Alright guys, Sunday the 6th of April, time is 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, our clocks changed last night, so really it's 7:30, but it's nice to, you feel like you're getting up early. Anyway, for the last sort of 3 weeks I've been coming down to the lake. I've been pre-baiting every couple of days after work, so in the evenings, which is a pretty big job. It's about I don't know, 90 to 100k round trip from my house, easily an hour each way, but yeah, putting in sort of 7 or 8 kilos of bait every couple of days basically. Whether it'll work, I don't know. We've got a real low pressure at the moment, which is great. Australia's been having crazy high pressures, and again, from what I remember, they fished in the UK, and I haven't been there for 10 years. The pressure over here seems to hover in the 110 mark, 1010 mark, 1015. Anything over about 1015, you're wasting your time largely. You know, and sort of 1006 or near the 1000 mark is pretty low, or so it seems from when I check. So yeah, it was 1006 last night. I haven't checked it yet today. I'll have a check in a minute and let you know. But yeah, as I say, I've been putting a lot of bait in, but it's that terrible thing, isn't it, where you've been putting bait in and you want to fish it to get the to see if you can get some fruits of your labour, but then flip side is you're concerned about fishing it, because if you're fishing blank you feel like you've wasted all that effort. But you know, I mean, hopefully effort equals success. If it doesn't equal success today, fair enough. Hopefully I'll learn something. Can be a slow learner at times, but yeah. It's coming into autumn now, it's cooling down a little bit. Most days now are in the low 20s. So you just feel a lot more like you're in with a chance. You know, I mean, especially this place could just close down in the summer, absolutely close down. And they don't take a lot of floaters, the carp over here, or certainly not in this lake anyway. I do know people that have caught them off the top, but you very rarely see fish at all, let alone cruising about looking for surface bait. So yeah, as I say, we'll see how it goes. Let's see what the day brings. Okay guys, so we're about 2 hours in. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a scope of the swim. So where I've been putting the bait is about here, just all along this lily line, but concentrating most of it. You can just see a little alcove there in the lilies, and I've been concentrating most of the bait in there. As I say, I've been coming down every couple of days now for 3 weeks, so it's had plenty of bait going in over a long period of time, and to be honest with you, I would have expected a little bit more action, at least a bite, some liners, something. Yeah, but yeah, apart from some bubbles, which yeah, we're getting a bit of bubbling, but the thing with this lake is it does have a really a lot of detritus on the bottom, which tends to send a lot of bubbles and gas up to the surface. So you don't know if the bubbles that you're seeing are fish feeding or just the bottom sending gas up, which yeah, you never know. So anyway, what I have seen is some further bubbling over here now, especially in this area just here. So I've moved one of my rods over there and decided to give it a go. Just for the next few hours, see what happens, because as I say, the other spot certainly isn't setting the world alight, so best to share your rods across the options and see what happens. Hopefully next time you see me I'll have a fish in my hands. Cheers guys. Okay guys, so it's all proving a bit frustrating today. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, any day sitting next to a water is better than a day at work, but yeah, after the amount of time and effort that I've put in, you would expect something to be going on. You know, I mean, I don't expect to catch every time I come here, and I always said that if I was going to blank, then I'll show blanks on my blogs. That's fine, because it's all part of it. But we haven't had any liners, there's no sign of fish, and again, you're trying to piece together what's happening in the water and what happens where, and I'm starting to feel that this area, you know, it's got a lot of lilies, it's got a lot of cover. I think they use this as a nursery, and they do use it when they're spawning, hence why in the spring I had relative success here. But I think as we're moving through, I mean, summer carping in Australia tends to be really high pressure, and can just kill it stone dead. They don't do a lot of feeding off the top from what I've found, especially on this water. And my concern at the moment is that they've gone to deeper water, or certainly the larger fish have. Yeah, hence why anyone that saw the blog where I came here with my father, you know, he had the fish and was catching, and you know, catching consistently, but catching consistently smaller fish. And I think that they are they use this, as I say, for a nursery area, so they spawn, and then the fry stays around here and tends to grow up here. There are some real big fish in here and some real nice old warriors, so I think they've moved. I'm going to spend a little while today having a wander around, up and down, go and have a look in the deeper areas, see if I can see anything, and we'll take it from there. I don't want to wholesale change anything, because, you know, a blank doesn't make, you know, mean that you're doing everything wrong, but it's just my gut instinct right now is telling me that they're not here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Session's not over yet, we've still got another couple of hours at least, so you know, at the end of the day it only takes a few minutes, well, a few seconds in fact, for the bobbin to go off and all these things are forgotten. So yeah, hopefully next time I see you I'll have a fish in my hands. Cheers guys. Looks like we've got a little friend with us today. He's only a babby one. I don't know where the big one is, who quite often comes along. I've seen this one a couple of times while I've been down here pre-baiting. Yeah, so he's definitely made this his residence. I'm just not sure where the big one is. You quite often see them, they're you know, completely harmless. Just in case Kev Ellis sees this, they are about 12 foot long though, and got teeth that are 3 inches long, so yeah, I mean, they've never attacked me, but who knows, Kev. Okay guys, so I'm going to give it about another hour and then go for a wander around, see if I can see anything elsewhere. There's no real movement around here, so yeah, we'll have a look elsewhere and see what happens. It's I say, a bit disappointing after all the work, but you know, that's fishing. That's why they call it fishing, not catching. So we'll have a look round and then we'll have a rethink.